Good morning, everyone. It's Rose Coleman coming to you live from my craft room here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. It's Monday, July 8th, and we're kicking off the week with a color challenge. Global Design Project's challenge this week is a fun one. It's 3 colors. We have Pretty in Pink, Basic Beige, and Pecan Pie. Love those 3 colors. Pretty in Pink is new, a new in color. Basic Beige is brand new. It's a new color that Stampin' Up introduced with their catalog that went live in May. And of course, we have our Pecan Pie. I never thought to put these 3 colors together, so that's why I love this color challenge, because it's like making me step outside my comfort zone. How are you? I see some people popping on. Hello, everybody. It's Monday, July 8th. Super hot week ahead of us here in Calgary, and it is Stampede Week. It is going to be a fantastic sunny week of fantastic weather. So we got to get out my husband and I went out for a walk super early this morning. He went with me because he knows it's going to get super hot and nobody wants to walk in the blazing heat, right? So we got that done. And how was your weekend? Hi, good morning, Joan. We had a fantastic weekend. Yesterday, we went to a beautiful ranch in Pritis. Pritis is an area just outside of Calgary. We went for my husband's company barbecue, and it was a lot of fun. They did a pie in the face challenge where they raise money for charity, and people had to make donations at work of who they wanted to pie in the face. It was hilarious, you guys. So we watched Kevin's boss and his boss's boss get pied in the face, and it was all for a good cause, right? So yeah, it was a lot of fun. Super hot though. Lots of great food and entertainment, and it was really good. It was really, really good. So we had a really nice weekend. I hope you guys did too. Did you get a chance to stamp? I got a little bit of a chance to stamp yesterday morning when I first got up, because it's always my routine, even on the weekends. I love to take my coffee and come down to my craft room and have my quiet time down here, and then before the busyness of the day starts, right? It's my routine. Janet says she watched her grandson play baseball. Isn't that fun? I remember those days, going to all the baseball games and sitting on the sides with our folding chairs. That was a fun time. Both of our kids played baseball, and yeah, I miss that. I miss watching them. My husband played softball his whole life. Right in, like, up until a few years ago, he was playing in a league. So lots of ball. Yes. All right, let's get started. We have a color challenge, and my new bundle of the week is one from the annual catalog called Round We Go. I've had this one on my shelf for a while, and I thought, oh, it's time to pull that one down and play with it this week. And I hope you guys like this card that I've made. Hello, everybody. Hi, Annika from the Netherlands. Good to have you with me. Hi, Nancy from Prince George, BC. Very hot. Yes, going to be very hot here this week. I think on the Wednesday, we're going to get up to 33 degrees Celsius for all my American friends. That's hot. Shannon says she did a weekend of crafting, making treat boxes. Oh, I love treat boxes. So fun. Okay, let's get started. Hi, Vicky from Delaware. Hello. Hi, Donna from Washington. Hello, Mary from Folsom, California. Good to see you guys with me. Okay, let's flip the camera and take a look at this fun bundle that I really think you're going to love having this one in your collection. Whether you're a card maker, scrapbooker, treat container maker, all the paper crafting, you're going to be able to use this bundle. Let's put my coffee off to the side here and we'll get started. Okay, here we go. We're going to flip. Yep, there we go. And let's take a look here. Okay, we've got a new host code here, July 8th to the 14th. That's my host code for QTFGBS7. Okay, so that's what I do every week. I start a new host code and I start a new bundle or suite collection of products that I like to feature for the entire week. And we are playing with Round We Go. So this one has all these awesome images, amazing greetings that you're going to be able to use for birthday, celebration, hip hip hooray. There's even a to and a from, which I love because you can make tags with this one. And then you've got these little pinwheel stamps here and the centers, so nice. The stamps are nice by themselves, but the bundle is where it's at, right? When you pair it with the dies, you're going to save 10%. It's $62 in Canada here for the bundle, and you're going to get this die right here. This is the one that makes those beautiful rosettes, and then you get 9 other dies to cut out all of these fancy circles. So amazing. I love it. I love it. Okay, so then let's take a look at where this is in the catalog. I have my page tabbed off here. Round We Go bundle is on page 62 and 63, and there's the item code in Canada 163730, and it's $62, which is perfect for my weekly card kits. If you like what you see all week long, I do offer my card kits up until midnight on Sunday, and then we kit them up on Monday morning. So that's what we're going to be doing today, my friend and I. And we're going to be kitting up the ones from Citrus Bloom last week. I was so excited to feature that amazing bundle with you all last week. Thank you for all your comments and your likes and your shares. I know a lot of you really love that bundle, and I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for your orders, and we'll get those kits out to you. Okay. There's a color challenge this week with Global Design Project. It's GDP 453, and here are the 3 colors they're challenging us to play with. Pretty in Pink, Basic Beige, and Pecan Pie. What a fun color combo. So we're going to make a card using Round We Go and this color combo. So let's pull in our stamps and everything here. So I've got a piece of Pecan Pie cardstock. What else do I have? Let's lower down a little bit here so that you can hear me. We're going to play with, when I knew that Pretty in Pink was in the mix, I pulled this in. This is the 6x6 pattern paper. This is the in color pattern paper, because Pretty in Pink is one of the new in colors, but it's a returning color. So you can see here are our in colors. I'm just going to flip through and show you all the amazing patterns. This is the new pattern selection. So when they come out, Stampin' Up! Comes out with a new catalog, they always come out with new patterns for their 6x6. You can get these patterns in all of the color families, both the in colors that were introduced this year as well as last year, all the color families. If you like these patterns, you can get them in your favorite color family. So we're going to pull in Pretty in Pink, and I think I've got to dip into another package because the pattern I wanted to use, actually, you know what, I'll use this one, the striped one, because it doesn't matter which pattern, but I did do a slightly different pattern on my sample. So we'll use the stripes on this one. So we've got 2 of our colors. Now our Basic Beige. Basic Beige is a new color that Stampin' Up! Brought in with the catalog, and it looks like this. This is the cardstock, but it also has an ink pad, and there's ribbon. You can get ribbon as well. So this is Basic Beige, and I'm hearing from a lot of you that you love this color, and you're actually loving it as a color, like instead of white or vanilla, you're using Basic Beige to stamp on. So that's a really good idea to use it that way. So these are our 3 colors we're going to use today. So let's bring in my paper trimmer and we'll get started here. So Pecan Pie, I was trying to decide what my card base would be, and I decided to go with Pecan Pie. So 8.5 by 5.5 scored. You're going to score this in the middle at 4 1/4. And so there we go. We've got a Pecan Pie card base. We're going to start right off there. And then for the background of my card, I'm going to bring in this piece right here. And I think I'm going to use the stripes. I need a piece that measures 4 by 5 1/4. So when you get your card pack, you're going to have a surprise. You may get any of the patterns in your card kit that when you purchase from me this week and you get these card kits. It'll be any, you'll have a surprise Pretty in Pink piece. And then hold on to this piece here. So if you're doing this at home, when you get your kits and you get your PDF and all the measurements, you want to hold on to this piece because I like to use this piece on the inside of the card. So we're going to hold on to that piece. But this is going to be the background. So look at that. Boom. I've got 2 of my colors already. Okay, so that's the background. Now we're going to pull in the amazing Round We Go dies and stamps. So I want to do some die cutting and some stamping. But I want to feature first this die right here. This is the most interesting die in this whole bundle, and you're going to love having this one in your collection. It looks like it's to me, when I first looked at it, I saw a picket fence, right? Because it's scored and it's got all the pleats on this side, and then we've got scallops on this side. You're gonna be able to do a lot with this die. So we're gonna cut this using the basic beige. So if you are like me, you like to know what the measurement is. So I like to take my die and put it on my trimmer and just kind of do a little loose look to see, okay, it's 2 inches. So I need a piece. Oh, and it's also, it's a little less than 5.5, which is perfect, right? So let's bring in our piece of basic beige, and I'm going to cut a piece. So in your kit, you're going to get 2 pieces, 2 inches by 5.5, and that's going to be good for you to cut to make this rosette. You're going to need 2 pieces because we're going to cut them and then we're going to put them together. So I would recommend cutting them separately, just because you could do them together, but you're probably going to have a little bit of trouble if you die cut 2 at a time. The score lines will probably not go all the way through the second piece, and then that might give you some grief. So it is better to just take your time and just do 1 at a time when it comes to this die. All right, so we've got that. We're going to just grab a little Post-it note here and put that on here. But let's get some other things ready to go first before we run that through. So I've got some scrap white cardstock. Now, let's see. I think I need a few pieces. I want to bring in the stamps, and I'm going to stamp. I was so excited to play with this bundle. I wanted to stamp everything. So I'm going to stamp this one. So let's grab a block for that one. And it looks like a flower, looks like a daisy, but it's a pinwheel. And we're going to stamp this one right here as well. So let's grab a block for that one. And what else do we need? We need those little tiny circle ones. So we'll grab those, grab my blocks, pick them up, put it on the center. And there's my smaller one. Okay, so now we've got those 2 centers. We're also going to need, this is your day, and this is your, and then it's day. Okay, so I love this because we're going to be able to spell whatever you want here. Let me show you the front. That you can spell a lot of different things. This is your day. This is your year. This is your month. If you're sending a card to celebrate someone, you know, maybe they had a really good year. Maybe they had an excellent month. You're going to be able to celebrate a lot of things with this stamp set. Hip, hip, hooray, right? Time to celebrate. Happy birthday. We all need birthday, right? Happy birthday. And then there's happiest birthday. And then there's the to you. And then we've got some nice little starry bits here and the little lines. So lots to do, like background stamping as well. Okay, now what we're going to do is bring in Pretty in Pink ink. So we're going to stamp on our scrap paper with Pretty in Pink. Oh, before I do that, let's get those on a block before they go missing. This is definitely something that could happen to me. And I'm wearing a white jacket today. Oh my goodness. I am being risky on a Monday morning here. We'll just take it slow and hopefully I won't get any ink on me. All right, so here we go. We're going to put that on there. The best way to get your stamp on here straight, I'm using the grid lines on my glass mat on my background here. Lay it down onto the glass mat and then pick it up with your block, and then you can ensure that it's straight. Okay, let's get this stamped here. We're going to stamp this one here, the big rosette shape in Pretty in Pink, like that. And then the center, because this is a bigger circle, so we're going to stamp the center using basic beige. So let's bring in our basic beige ink pad, and we'll stamp the big circle in the middle. And the beauty of photopolymer, you can see where you're stamping. And then we're going to bring in this one here. This is like a rosette, but it has the pointy edges, right? The pointy pieces. So we're going to stamp that one right here. And then we're going to grab the small circle and we're going to stamp that with Pretty in Pink. So we'll do a little Pretty in Pink circle. And you can see how now I've satisfied all the requirements for this challenge, right? All 3 colors. Okay, we're going to do another bit of stamping on here. And we're going to stamp the This Is Your Day. Okay, so we're going to bring in Pecan Pie ink for This Is Your. And we're going to stamp that first. So this is your, stamp it right there in the middle. And I think, oh, I didn't ink it up properly. Okay, that's okay. You get 2 chances with a piece of cardstock. So ink it up again and then just press down with firm, even pressure. There we go. This is your, and then the word day, I'm going to stamp that using Pretty in Pink. So I'm just off to the side here, inking up my day, and we'll stamp that underneath. There we go. This is your day. Yes, it is. Okay, we're going to close these ink pads so that Rose doesn't put her arm in them, and then we're safe. Whew. I'm safe. Okay, let's see what dies we need to cut these out. Let's bring back our dies here. So we got our die sheet for our round we go, set of 10. So we're going to use the scallop circle for the big one over here. Okay, we'll put that on and anchor it down with some Post-it tape. All right, this one down here, we need the pointy circle. We'll call it the pointy scallopy circle. We'll put that one right there. Okay. And let's see. All right, so we're putting that on here. This is your day. So for this is your day, we're going to use a couple of dies, but I have to I have to go through twice anyway because I had to do a second one for my my rosette. So we're just going to do this first. We're going to put this one on here. We're going to get the dotted lines. This die does not cut out the outside edge. All it's going to do is do the dots. So if you wanted to, you could put one of the bigger dies with it and actually run them both through at the same time. But because I've got to do some more die cutting, I'm just going to do my inner circle first and then I'll do the outside. Okay, we're going to do this one second. All right, so we're just going to get all of this onto my platform and bring in our machine. Happy Monday, Mary. Happy Monday, everyone. Thanks for joining me. Okay, so let's go ahead. We'll see if we can get all this on here. Can we do it? Ooh, yep. You know what? I think I just got to trim the bottom piece of this piece of white, and then it'll fit. Whoop, that one just slid right down. Look at that. You're not going anywhere. Stay there. And then this one, oh, maybe I want to change my orientation because remember how I said the machine likes it when you come when it hits the wheels on an angle or the narrow edge. So I kind of want to go into my wheels, yes, like this. So can you see what I'm doing here? I got this one going straight in like that and like that. Okay, everything fits. That's awesome. Okay, so now we need the top plate. So let me grab my top clear plate and my cutting plate number 3. Lay that on top gently. And then we're going to just go ahead and roll it through. Make sure my machine is flat on my glass surface. Okay, here we go. We're rolling and we're cracking and all the sounds. It's normal. Okay, let's take a look here what we've got. All right, so that single part of the rosette, the one part, let's see. There are little holes here. So if it doesn't pop out right away, you can take your pick tool and give it a little nudge. Yes, Annika, it is hot here. Hot, hot, hot. There's what it looks like. So you've got all these little score lines going across here. So that's important. Remember I said you don't want to do 2 at a time with this one because you would lose that. And you really need the score lines. So the score lines are actually the most important part of making this rosette. Okay, so now we're going to run that back through. So I've got my die put on my second piece. And we'll go ahead and see how these cut. Look at that one. Nice little pinwheels. And we've got this one right here. Take the Post-it tape off. So we've got a scallop circle. All right, so we just lay those off to the side. And we're done with these dies. So I can put those back. Except for so for this die, let me show you what it did. We'll peel off this Post-it tape and I'll show you the effect that you get with this one. So it die cuts this like circle with the holes. Isn't that fun? I love it. Then what you can do is you can come in with one of the other dies. So you can choose which one you want to use. I'm going to use this little pointy scallopy one. Okay, so we're just putting that on there lining it up so we've got an outside edge that's even all the way around. And I think I'm going to grab 2 pieces of Post-it tape because I don't want that to shift. All right, let's put these dies back. And now we're going to run these 2 through. So my circle and then my second rosette die. All right, here we go. Whoops. I'm trying to go as quickly as I can here. Okay, so there we go. We got them on. And we'll put our top plate on. And here we go. Rolling, rolling. Okay, we're done with the die cutting. Done with the die cutting. All right, swipe it off. Now, put our dies back. And I'll show you how this goes together. Here we go. Oh, it's already fell out. All right. Yeah, it's Monday. It's Monday. All right, so now we're going to take this off and see what it looks like here. And, whoop, there we go. Put my die back. There, everything's back where it belongs. This is the effect. Now, I could have done it at the same time. You could put one die and then the other one around. Isn't that fun? I love the edges. That's a really nice feature. Okay, let's make this fun rosette. So what we're going to do is you get these tabs here, and I'm just going to fold. Okay, so just go ahead and just accordion fold these pieces up. And this is the part where I was saying you don't want to do 2 at a time because these score lines won't be as deep, and then you'll probably have to go and do it again, right? I didn't try, actually. I was thinking of trying to, and then when I looked at the score lines, I'm like, no, you got to do 1 at a time. So I'm just gently folding this up here. It's pretty easy, actually. And I wanted to show you right from the start how to do this. So just bear with me while I get this all folded. Give it a nice squeeze, and then you can see how, look at that. So now you get a choice. Do you want your scallop edge on the outside, or do you want your pointy edge? Isn't that fun? I love, it's like it's a double rosette style. Okay, so this piece here, this end, this is where we're going to put our glue. All right, and I want to go ahead and fold up my second piece, and this is what we're going to do here, like this. Like this. These are our glue pieces. We want to put our glue on here. So I'm trying to decide, do I want to go down into the valley here? Yeah, I think that's how I'll do it. Or like this. Yeah. Okay. Either way, it'll work, but you just want to have this sticking. Yeah, it's going to go like that. Okay, so that mountain and valley, mountain and valley, mountain and valley. You just keep on going. If you got a little kid helping you, granddaughter, grandson, maybe they could fold up. Their little fingers could do this part for you. You need 2 rosettes to be able to make 2 rosette dies to be able to make 1 rosette. So, because one is not long enough, it's the length that you need to make a bigger, and to make it be able to glue together. That's what I'm trying to say. All right, so we're going to just go ahead. Got a couple more here. Folding. It's not hard work. It's just, it takes time, right? Okay, whoops. So there we go. We've got our 2 rosettes. Now we're going to bring in our liquid glue. And I'm going to put liquid glue right here on this tab. And then we're just going to like kiss these 2 pieces together like that. And now we actually have 1 big long rosette, and you can take it like that and just hold it together. Let that glue set up a little bit. If you've got glue oozing out like I do, you could wipe it off. I'm just going to grab my baby wipe and wipe up the extra. We're just making 1 long rosette like this, okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing over here. We're going to add glue to this tab like that. And we're going to wrap this around, okay? And your silicone mat, oh, I don't have mine with me. I took mine, where did I take my silicone mat? My silicone mat likes to travel around my craft room. But I have this mat, so let's see. We'll use the one that came with my glass mat. The Glass Mat Studio has a silicone mat, but it's one like this that I call like my charcuterie board or my bento box because it has the compartments. So we're going to take this and we're going to, let's bend that up. I'm going to get glue on my fingers, I can tell. That's okay. We're just going to go ahead and put these two pieces together. Let me do this like this. Okay. And then just hold it. Just give the glue a minute to set up. Not a minute, just a few seconds. And then it does take a little patience to wait for that glue, but it's worth it because your rosette will not fall apart then, right? Okay, so then you're going to get something that looks like a cupcake liner like this. But all you want to do now is go ahead and fold it up the way, you know, you got all your pleats. And then we're going to gently lay it down on the silicone mat. So just kind of lay it down and let it take shape of a rosette. See how that's happening? And then we'll pop that one down. There we go. You see that? Now we've got a rosette. Isn't that pretty? I love it. So you can do a few things to hold this down, and it wants to pop up. I'm going to just put a block on there just to hold it for a second. And what you can do is you can use hot glue. I know I've done rosettes in the past where I've actually like physically scored all of the lines and made my rosette, and I used a hot glue gun. But I was like, oh, I don't really want to show everybody a hot glue gun on my camera. That is an option, absolutely. I wanted to use dimensionals. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab 3 dimensionals and I'm going to lift up my block here. And see, you got to kind of use 2 hands. Hold it down with 1 hand. And we're just going to put dimensionals together here in the center of this rosette. So I'm just making a little, see that? A little layer of dimensionals that are kind of touching. So they're not overlapping. They're just kind of touching one another. And we're going to peel off the backing. And then that really nice circle feature that I did, this is your day. We're just going to lay that right on top. And this is going to hold this rosette together. The dimensionals and this will hold it together. And then on the back, you're going to put glue to put it onto your card. Isn't that fun? Like, how easy is that, right? So fun. Okay, so let's bring in the rest of our card here. So we've got our background piece, which is the Pretty in Pink Designer Series paper. And you could also turn it this way. I don't know, maybe you guys can help me decide. Do you like the lines or the leaves? What do you think is going to look better with the rosette? So the rosette's going to go there, and then this one's going to go here, and then this one's going to go here. So what do you think? Leaves? Or should I do lines? I'm kind of thinking the lines, but I want to know what you guys think, because the leaves don't really, I don't know, maybe the leaves don't really go with this kind of a, I'm just going to look at your comments here and see what you guys are saying. Leaves. Polly said leaves. Margaret says leaves. Donna says lines. Leaves, leaves. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're doing leaves. We're going to do leaves. All right, so there we go. We've got to get our glue on this side now because we're going to put the leaves pointing to the front. So many nice new patterns in this Designer Series paper. Okay, let's bring in my little glue holder and we'll go ahead, put this down onto the pecan pie cardstock base. Okay, love it. Leaves was a good choice, you guys. I'll show you my other sample when I'm done this one. Okay, so we're just going to put this one down and this one down with liquid glue. And we're going to put one up here. I want to put it close to the corner so that we see a lot of it, because that pinwheel is going to take up quite a bit of the center part of my card. All right, so now we're ready to put this pinwheel down, and that's going to sit right here. It's going to overlap those other 2 circles. And we're going to use quite a bit of glue on here. You can use tear and tape if you wanted to. You could use both, right? I would recommend. So if you did fire up your hot glue gun, you could use hot glue to glue this down. I'm going to use the Stampin' Up stuff, right? So I'm going to use my tear and tape and put that on the ridges here. And I'm also going to do a little bit of liquid glue as well, just to make sure that this rosette stays in shape. Got to burnish it, and it's kind of hard to do on the pleats, but this one does not want to stick. Come on. All right. Is it gonna? Yeah, I think I got it. Nope. Patience on a Monday morning. Okay. I mean, I know I'm putting lots of liquid glue on there. Oh, there we go. We got it. Whew, we got it. Okay, so then you can bring in your liquid glue, and you can like just come around here and just kind of just put some on the lines. I really don't think this is going to go anywhere. I don't want to put another dimensional on the backing because this is going to be thick enough, right? I really think you'll have to check with your post office if this will go through just with a regular envelope. I think I might have to spend a little bit more if you're going to be mailing it, or you can hand it to person, right? You can make this as a birthday card and hand it to your loved one. Okay, here we go. We're putting that rosette in place. It's got all the glue on the back, and then just go ahead. You can actually put a block on there to hold it down while the glue sets up like that. And then we got to do our inside piece. So our inside piece, I've got a basic white here, 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. And we're going to bring back the stamps. What can we stamp on the inside? So there's lots of things. This is your day, right? What is their day about? Time to celebrate, hip hip hooray, happiest birthday. Lots of things you can put on the inside. So I have my designer series paper. I'm not going to put that down yet because I want to do my stamping first, make sure I was straight. So let's grab hip hip hooray. I'm really liking that one. Hip hip hooray. How about happiest birthday? Yes. Okay. All right. So let's get that on a block. We got hip 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 hooray. And then I'll grab another block for my happiest birthday. I ran out of blocks here. All right, so, and in keeping with the color scheme, we're gonna do, let's see, let's bring in pecan pie and pretty in pink. All right, so we'll do hip hip hooray and pretty in pink. Okay, I'll do that first. So tap, tap, just get a little bit of glue, a little bit of ink on there, not too much, you know, just tap, tap 3 times, tap, 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 and then stamp, hip, hip, hooray, yes. And then we'll do, it's your happiest birthday in pecan pie. Moving that away from my arm so I don't put my arm in it. Happiest birthday, and then we're gonna add our DSP to the bottom. Okay, remember this is the DSP that is left over when you cut your strips to be, or your front panel to be 4 by 5 1/4. You get this extra piece. So we're going to use it up and just trim off the edge like that. And then that's going to go on the inside of my card. All right, closing my ink pads here. Look at how fun these pinwheels are. Oh, and the rosette really, really adds to it. All right, so now let's go ahead, add our glue to our inside layer, pop that on the inside, and then we're gonna grab some bling. And what I'm choosing to use today to bling up this card is our In Color shimmer dots. These ones right here, let's see. Yeah, Shimmer Gems, item code 163781. And there's Pretty in Pink, of course. So we're going to grab Pretty in Pink, and we'll put a big one on the front of the center medallion or pinwheel, whatever you want to call it. And let's add a small one on the background back here. Just a little pop of color, a little pop of sparkle there in the background. And there we have it. There's our card using the inspiration from this week's Global Design Project Challenge, hashtag GDP453. Isn't that fun? So this is the one with the leaves in the background. I'll bring in my other card. This one here has the polka dot background, but there's so many beautiful patterns in the new pattern DSPs that they have for the 6x6. Thanks for all the love. I can see your hearts. Thank you guys. I think you guys like this one. All right, if you like what you see, grab that round Round We Go bundle. It's going to be another fantastic bundle to have in your collection. I mean, you're going to be making rosettes out of DSP, out of cardstock. You're going to definitely use these dies a lot, right? And who doesn't love circles? You can use these with all the stamps you already have in your collection. Lots and lots of variety for sure. I'll flip you back around without breaking my camera mount here. Thanks for joining me, everyone. Good morning, Debbie. If you're joining me on the replay, thank you for coming back. I had a blast making this card with you guys. It is so fun to make these rosettes. I think I want to make a whole bunch of these. You can make banners, you know, decorations for your house. Oh my goodness, there's so many things that you can use these rosettes, the rosette die and the circles, and I'm going to have a blast playing with this one this week, so I'm excited. Thank you again for coming to join me, and I hope you'll come back and join me again tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock Mountain Time for my next card number 2 using the Round We Go bundle. Have a great rest of your Monday, and I'll see you tomorrow. Stay cool if it's hot in your area. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.